Hi everyone, this is Neel, Raithatha, consultant, audiologist and director of Clearwax. Thank you for joining me in my latest video using the WAXscope. And this is a patient who attended with bilateral fully occluding earwax, and this earwax, believe it or not, possibly older than myself. I'll explain why in a moment and how we possibly come to that conclusion. So this patient's wife is a regular patient. She attends every year for wax removal. She only attended a few months back, and they go for a hearing test elsewhere. Actually, it's a bit more local. The patient's wife's got a very complex ear, and I did actually recently upload their video of their left ear. So they come specifically to see myself for the wax removal. But she has a local audiologist, and despite the wax being removed, she has got an underlying hearing loss, but she's very reluctant to, at this stage, consider hearing aids. So the patient's husband said, to kind of encourage her, said, look, I'll have a hearing test with you. So he popped along to their local audiologist, who said, look, your ears are full of wax, you need to have it removed. So the patient came back to myself, and I asked the patient if they've ever had their wax removed before. And I said yes, and I asked when, and they said 45 years ago. So I joked, well, this wax is older than me. Of course, not all the wax is 45 years of age, but if they've had their wax removed the last 45 years, it's very likely that. So if you're someone who suffers from wax, wax will continue to kind of secrete itself. So this wax started to form 45 years ago. And they actually had it removed using an old metal ear syringe, and I showed the patient the one that I've got. It was gifted to me by another patient, so it kind of elicited memories for them. It wasn't very comfortable for them, so they were a bit apprehensive, but obviously having it performed with microsuction and under direct visualization was a lot more comfortable. Now this patient did have has got a hypersensitive Arnold's nerve. So the Arnold's nerve is a nerve that runs on the back wall of the ear canal. So in the case of the left ear, on the right hand side, so this is their left ear, normally posteriorly, and it's connected to the vagus nerve. And if it's stimulated, you can get auditory syncope. You can also get a cough or gag reflex, or a lacrimal gland reflex, where your eyes become a bit watery. So this patient had the cough reflex on a couple of times. Now, I think I've used the correct already, used microsuction, using the hook, and their cough reflex didn't really kick in at the moment, but I think the next few minutes it did, and which made it a bit more trickier to use manual instruments. So when someone's coughing, obviously they're moving, it's just a reflex, they can't help it. And with manual instruments, you do typically come in closer proximity to the canal wall. Then suction. With suction, you can sometimes remove the wax by staying away from the canal wall. And even if the patient moves, of course, like this patient suddenly moves and you've got a suction tip in someone's ear, it can be uncomfortable. But with an ear hook, for example, you've got the tapered tip, so that can be more traumatic. But with this, their left side, if I put continuous amount of oil in and continue to suction, it may have come away, but the ear hook was the best tool, and we managed to safely extract it despite their cough reflex. I created a little gap on the right hand side, which is kind of the side I wanted to avoid, because that's where you're more likely to elicit the Arnold's nerve response, because that's where it's positioned. But it just turned out that was the part of the wax that separated. As a bit of a gap. Did go over the top as well, but I managed to remove it safely with the hook. You can just see it's quite sticky, dense, firm, very matted, the surface, and you'll see that matted surface it'll be a bit more evident soon as I go deeper. And as we get deeper, it gets darker, it's more oxidized. So I'm just trying to mop up some of the entrance here. There's just a bit of skin at the bottom, just trying to lift this. So yeah, I don't think they started coughing at this point. But you will see on a couple of occasions I did move out. I think it's possibly now. So I'm just going to the roof, just trying to separate this. But yeah, I just wasn't getting a suction grip. I'm going to adjust focus in a moment. There we are. So with the hook, you'll struggle to insert it the roof of the ear canal because it's quite narrow there, it's quite tapered. So I'm going to go from posterior. I think I'm trying to get a gap to the left actually. I managed to remove some wax and skin here. So this left ear was far more impacted than their right. In fact, this was possibly very close to the eardrum. Once you remove the plug, you'll see the vascularis of the blood vessels that are supplying the eardrum. So it's just basically a dilation of the blood vessels. And that's very likely because this plug was compressed against the eardrum. But as I said, the patient didn't have any symptoms whatsoever, and the patient just coughed then. So just put some oil in, just to help lubricate the plug. Sometimes with a plug like this, as you're bringing it forwards, it can make contact with the posterior canal wall and elicit the cough reflex. And this is where it's really blocked posteriorly. See, it's dark as well as we're getting deeper. It's going to readjust the focus. Because the surface is matted with hairs, it's more evident now. It's quite difficult to get a grip. So I could have used an ear pick and go more to the roof, but I just felt with this kind of plug, you needed the hook, needed that kind of extra surface area with the side of the hook. So I'm just going to go to the right hand side, just trying to tuck it in first, so we're away from the posterior canal, which we are. There's a gap now, and again, I need to be careful. I think he just coughed at that point, so I'm just coming back out. I'm just trying to get in and then turn the hook. Just trying to stay away from the posterior canal wall, which I managed to do there. And this came out in a large plug. And I have got a still image at the end. So you'll see the blood vessels posteriorly, to the roof, superiorly as well. Just a bit dilated there, but everything else looks fine. Nice and healthy ear canal. Eardrum looks good apart from that. I'm going to move on to the right side. So because the hook worked really, really well on that side, I initially went in with the hook, but the consistency was slightly different here. It's a bit softer. I think I used the correct as well. So just going to go over the top, turn, pull. I was hoping it just comes out in a nice plug, but it didn't. It's just cutting through. It's a lot softer. So just put some oil in. I'm going to use some suction. And I managed to remove the majority of using suction actually. Did get the cough reflex on a couple of occasions, but as I said, with the suction tip, because you can possibly create, it depends on the individual case and how it did, the waxes, but here we could kind of keep a bit of distance away from the canal wall. Whereas with the hook, as you saw, if I use it correct, we're going to have to go really, really close because it's really compressed against the canal walls. Just giving it a bit of wriggle movements. The oil's going to help provide some lubrication. So hopefully less innervation of the Arnold's nerve. So in this, the right side, it's the bottom left-hand wall of the canal. Let's look deeper. The wax does extend quite deep, but I don't think it's up against the eardrum. So I'm just using the correct, trying to go to the top. And again, it's just too fudge type. So with this, we did manage to remove some, but you kind of actually spread it as well. So I think I'm going to go back in with suction. Just going to lift it off the floor of the ear canal. This is where it's blocked. This is in the isthmus between the first and second bend of the ear canal, so it's very lateral in the outer third. Just trying to tuck that. There's a few hairs that are on the first bend that have matted to the wax. And now I've kind of more or less loosened it. It's just trying to slowly wriggle it forwards. There we are, slowly coming out of the ear now. And you can see the suction tip is more or less centrally. So I think the patient coughed there. But the good thing now, we're very lateral. We're not a cough then, definitely. We're not on the bony part of the ear canal. So even if the patient does move, there's a buffer. The cartilage region's got a thick layer of skin. Just coughed a few times. Now I've got a good suction grip. Just gonna tease this out. There's a tragus to the right. I'm just gonna There's a bit at the roof and a bit anteriorly, so I'm just going to quickly mop that out. So we're just trying to stay away from the posterior canal wall now. This is again very lateral, just on the roof. Just get some of the skin away. And I'm just going to mop up more outside of the ear. This you'll see it. This is just before the second bend. It's just here. This is visible with the naked eye. I don't even think I was looking to the camera. I was just illuminating it with the wax scope and just mopping up. And then we'll have a final look at the patient's eardrum. So yeah, I have got some still images. Just going to stretch open the ear. I think I over illuminated it there, so I'm just going to bring the brightness down and get it back in focus. All looks nice and healthy. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Take care, keep well, speak soon.